So originally, I was going to have this as a raw footage video of myself and my friend just chatting while we did this. Oh, I got demoted to Kyber 5 as well. I lost after I lost the last round of Grand Arena, so that kind of sucks. However, for this one, my friends, I forgot that I had disabled recording Discord, so it's just me yapping really, which I thought I could just upload, but I don't know, it seems kind of weird. So, yeah, this was a tough Grand Arena, and doesn't really look like it, like it should be. But nothing went right for me this Grand Arena. Good thing I did keep the audio because there is a lot of me raging. I have a lot of moments of anger. However, they've dropped on Saw and they haven't done anything else since. So, I'm hopeful that I can get a win out of this one. I need to win 2 out of 3 matches to stay in Kyber for 3v3. I'm not really sure if I want to stay in Kyber for 3v3. Kyber's tough and you need a lot of teams in 3v3. So, and I'm not particularly good at 3v3 either. Like, I'm fine. Like, I don't know, I climb a fair bit in 3v3, which sounds like I do well in 3v3, but I don't know, I just don't feel like I ever perform great. So, and the last 3v3 I didn't do super well, I don't think. So, yeah, not super keen. Here I'm just looking at the teams. Apparently I haven't... when do I start? Oh, no, I didn't go over his account. Sorry, that's disappointing. I might do it at the end, actually. I do it at the end. Cool. So, let's get cracking. Qui-Gon, top wall has Queen Amidala, which I'll just use Night Sisters against. Finn Zori, I'll probably just use CLS with an attacker Cron to ignore stealth. Saw, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do at the moment. Probably throw a GL at it. Down here, I'm going to use Queen Amidala on Rey. No, I use Slicker on Rey, I believe. No, I think I used Queen Amidala. And then Balin, I'm not really sure who I'm going to use, because Balin's a tough one. I think I wanted to use Slicker on Balin. And also I want to do well on banners, and Slicker isn't super good on banners. Queen Amidala is a lot better on banners if you can make it work, and they don't have the Rey Cron, which I thought was a good thing at the time, but it means she does less whirlwinds, because she's constantly getting the ult. So she has less time, and the AI is much less likely to use whirlwind. So I decided to go with Queen Amidala, apparently. And yeah, typically it's pretty straightforward, but this one did not go well for me. I don't know why I targeted Ezra there. This is where I started getting a bit annoyed. Ezra, you can't assist against because of Exile, so I really should have used that against Rey. I also should have used his dice roll first, because that gives Obi-Wan extra damage. 30% more offense. 30% more offense, I believe. and it meant I might have killed Cal, which would have been great, but I didn't, and then I took Ezra under, which meant that my decoy got whirlwinded again. So right now I'm really vulnerable. She's just hit ult. I'm quite nervous that someone's gonna get hurt. Queen Amidala's under damage immunity, which is fine, but she's gonna take a turn before Ray gets her ult off anyway, so here I'm really worried that this ult is now gonna kill my Qui-Gon Jinn. Now I'm really worried it's gonna kill Qui-Gon Jinn. And it kills Qui-Gon Jinn. And from here, the counter just goes downhill. Ezra's got his revive thing. I got confused just here, looking at this, and went, I don't know, I just didn't think, and I looked, and they both looked like they had 100% turn meter, and so I thought it was Shark Tea taking a turn. Like, they have really similar buttons there. So, yeah, that was annoying. And then, yeah, I don't know if you're able to hear this, but yeah, I'm quite unhappy with that. So now I have to go in and use Slicker. I don't really have any other options for Ray-Ban Ezra. So I just may as well have done it from the start, which very frustrating. I probably could have even killed Balin with Queen Amidala, but I don't know, I just wanted to try and be banner efficient, but I ended up doing the least banner efficient thing possible. Foresight's really annoying here. And yeah, without Darkside Vision Ray, everyone just fucking dies on this team. Like, yeah, it's not good. Crew's gonna get whirlwinded, just explode. She dodged both, which is really annoying. Got rid of Ezra though. Here I try and remove... Nope, never mind, I don't try and remove her 10 meter. Not that I would have been able to, but I think in the moment I remember thinking about it. Here I target Cal, I believe, because he can't dodge while he's stunned. Ray's ult gets a lot of kills. And then I go into my own ult, and from here it's pretty cut and dry. Quite hard to lose. Cal giving out the foresight is really annoying, but it shouldn't really matter. Ray was yet to go into damage immunity as well, which pissed me off. Here I got Cal. Here I got Ben. He can't revive because he died on Slicker's turn. She goes into ult. I hit ult so that I don't die to her ult, just in case, and then I basic and blow her up. So yeah, not a good start. Not a good start to the GAC. But it's okay, I just need to not drop anything else. Here are 9 Poncho Bros, which does worry me, but this is usually a really consistent counter. I really should take up Night Sister Spirit. I should take them all up to Relic 7. But the main problem is that I'm farming all these other things. I'll put out a farming video soon about where I'm up to in my Levi grind. But yeah, I put it on DTP because for this GAC I've modded him a lot better. And Relic Delta means that I should, I've got a better Relic Delta against Poby ones, so it should be fine. I don't know why I used the AoE there. doesn't really matter. But that didn't kill, and that really was really annoying. And then he healed. So support character takes a turn. Great Mothers. He had 15 stacks of damage over time, and it gets dispelled, and he heals. So that made me very annoyed. I don't know if that's part of Queen Amidala's kit. I couldn't remember. I don't know a kit that well, but yeah. And from here, everything just falls apart. I really want to kill Poby1. Didn't do a fucking thing. And hopefully I can get something here. But no dice. He's just way too tanky. Death Trooper Peridia. Maybe I can get a kill. Cool. Got Poby1 out. But at this point, I can't do anything. And that's another drop. So here I'm quite worried because this Queen Amidala team is really annoying even without Poby1. Like, I'll still need a very high level team to get through her. Here I just decided to Bane the Balin because I don't really know how the Dengarkron works against the usual counters. CLS apparently can do it, but I don't really trust it, especially with the doubt. And I was kind of worried that, oh wait, isn't Balin meant to be really good against Sith? But he's actually just good against Sith Empire because they like get a bunch of buffs when feared, etc. So yeah, this was a tough one. I really wanted to save Bane for the back wall just in case, but Bane just eats through this team. The Dengarkron didn't even matter. Here I was kind of surprised that Shin and Marek lived, but didn't live for long, and then gone. So 60 for 4, not even 65. Wow. Yeah. That's a banner dropped there. Tuscans. I don't know what I used against Tuscans. Malgus works against Tuscans, which I shouldn't have used. I think I ended up using Malgus against Tuscans, but I shouldn't have. I should have used Wampa, because I think Wampa's pretty consistent against Tuscans. Maybe not so much in 5v5, but in 3v3, Wampa can do. I mean, Wampa's kind of difficult with the Omicron, but yeah, Wampa works okay. My typical counter to a Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron team is Adrad, just because he lives. Like, the whole team, it's very hard for that Anakin AoE to take people out, but yeah, Anakin, unfortunately, I got the kill, so Anakin got another offense boost. Here I was really hoping this wouldn't kill, and it didn't. But yeah, more banners stolen, and I'm way too far off my ult. Like, there's not a chance I'm getting to that. And then, yeah. Mace was taunting, so I couldn't target Anakin, who had the foresight. So yeah, no, that's what, 8 banners lost there. Here I think I used Malgus, yeah, which again I should have used Wampa. And looking back on it, I definitely should have used Wampa. Like, he does have a couple attacks out of turn, but he doesn't really do much else. Like, he gains a little bit of turn meter, but typically it's not enough that Tuscans can really get the ball rolling. So this one was easy though. Like, it's not even worth watching, really. I was worried that Shaman would take a banner and didn't, so clean 65 there. Bit overkill. That's like a lot overkill. And then Treya in the back, and I can't beat a Treya. And General Grievous in the back, which meant I could have used, meant I used Wampa here. So really, it didn't matter too much. But I spent then a lot of time here. Oh, did I not? I must have paused the recording or something. But I spent a lot of time here going and looking back on their past GACs because I didn't know if the BB-8 would change it. And a lot of people have gone up against this guy and lost using Wampa against into this. So I was kind of worried, but at the same time they used like pretty average crons, and I've got a really good attacker cron. Took out BB-8 because I was kind of worried. Also, the characters dying here before I actually do the attack animation is kind of worrying me, because last time that happened, like where they're dying from the attack cron damage, and then I'm doing the attack. That happened in the CLS battle that I timed out against. The game crashed, and so I didn't win a couple GACs ago. So kind of worried that was going to happen, but it didn't. So that was pretty easy. Yeah, I don't really know at this point what I'm going to use against Queen Amidala. I think my plan was just I'll use Stranger. It's easy. I'm not really going to use Stranger anywhere else, and I need to get through Queen Amidala. I can't clear everything, realistically. Like, Dash, I wasn't really sure what I was going to use against Dash. Dash, I was probably going to use Empire, which I did end up doing, but we'll get to that in a bit. Against Saw, I really didn't know if I was going to use Stranger or JML, and I was kind of worried that even JML would lose. I never really, I don't know, maybe I'm overvaluing Saw right now, because there's just been so many seasons where Saw has had a really, really bonkers Datacron. But Saw Luthen is a nightmare on defense. I mean, it's Lando Cara, but I'm already like pretty tilted at this point, and so like any little thing that happens, I'm kind of getting really annoyed about. So there was that dodge there just before with Mace that I got really pissed off about. But here I just want to kill Kyle. Suddenly all his fucking health and protection is back. I was fuming. Here I kill the Rebel Trooper and then go after Kyle. He's still alive, but now he's gone. And from here it's pretty straightforward. I just do this to get a bit of heal, get a bit of foresight going. Target down the Rebel Trooper because I kind of have to, and then I can go after Saw and hopefully blow Saw out of the sky. I don't know why I didn't get marked to Luthen. I think it's some bug with how fast his animation is, and when it's a fast animation, the game doesn't like pull you away to the mark of something that just gets marked. It's similar to like when you're using gas, I don't know if it's still a thing, but ages ago with gas, because he does his second attack, you can use the AoE to hit one character, and then if you just swap away really quickly, like mid-animation, and the original character you were targeting dies, you still get that second attack on a different character. I think it's something to do with like a similar idea with that. Treya, I was thinking I might be able to Stranger it, but I really need to kill Queen Amidala, and I don't have anything else for Queen Amidala. The reason I need to clear the top wall first is because ships is worth a lot more than the bottom wall, and it means I get to clear. That's if I can clear ships, and it also means I get to get the points to this top wall too. So, and I'm much more likely to be able to clear both top wall and ships than bottom wall. They're like bottom wall and top wall anyway. So, I may as well go all in on the top wall. Here, she used, like the AI is a bit stupid and always uses the Ascension hook first. I got a bit confused because I didn't remember her using the Ascension hook. I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of like fuming. But I used the basic to instantly kill the decoy so that I can get started on killing the rest of the team. I'm not really dealing any damage here. AoE vulnerable speed down is kind of annoying. But it doesn't really matter. I really want to kill Queen Amidala here because she's really the most dangerous on the team. And also her handmaiden is just such a pain to get around. But here this just wipes out everyone because Starkiller's really good with his Force Repulse Omicron. He just dispels all debuffs on the enemy team and then deals 25% more damage for each. So against Queen Amidala, he kind of just blows them up. Here, CLS, as I said before, CLS with an Attackacron, which I didn't have an Attackacron, and I didn't realize that. So, yeah, another thing to add to the salt in the wound, but I was pretty confident it'd be okay. Even though they've got their Cron, if I just kill Resistance Hero Finn early, then it should be fine, right? However, that did not really work out. They just ended up getting a turn meter train. And I was really hoping I could kill Finn. I thought the blind might... I don't know why I didn't use the AoE there. But I thought the blind would... I didn't realize Zoe had the dispel. And the enemies that are blinded while GPO is up can't assist. So I thought, oh, if I blind everyone, then I'll stop the turn meter train. But yeah, here I decided to use Empire. And again, this is kind of a mistake on my part because I hadn't even clocked that Enfys Nest was there. I just presumed it was going to be... I thought Nest was Vandal Chewy for it. I don't know why. I was kind of out of it. And then I went, ah, shit, Nest is there. I don't think I've got the damage. This isn't really worth watching. I just take out all of them and then Nest slowly whittles my guys down. But I get enough damage between the three of my heavy hitters up the front here that eventually when she drops her protection, I can just take her out. -8 banners though, like it's not a good one. Here, I use Phoenix, and Phoenix works really well, especially because the support Cron means that anytime I take a turn, Zori loses her stealth, and Finn loses his damage immunity, and so probably could have used them first, but oh well. Here, I don't really have anything. And I was looking and I just don't really have a coherent team that can take out Keller and Beck with the Grandma, so... or Treya. Treya's, like, not happening at all. Here is where my biggest mistake comes. In my scouting, I swear I'd seen that his home 1 does not have B week. So therefore, I can use my Profundity really easily here against Executor. And honestly, I would have used Profundity against Executor anyway. I could have used Home 1 B Wing, Rogue 1, and tried to make something happen. And I probably could have done something. My mate's done it a fair few times, and I don't know, I feel like I could have replicated something similar. But I ended up deciding on this, mainly because I thought that their Home 1 didn't have a B-Wing, which... And I think I also underappreciated how much, like, how strong Home 1 B-Wing is. Granted, the team I used my Chimera, which you'll see in a bit. And I don't know, my Chimera is not very high relics, and it just not very, not a great team. Like it does well, and it beats a lot of non-GL teams, just because they've got really strong kits, but not enough for B-Wing apparently. B-Wing is absolutely brutal. It's definitely the early game meta. Like, even just bringing Home 1 B-Wing no reinforcements in Fleet Arena will get you... It will just mean you'll hang up there all the time until people get execs Levi's. Like, Negotiator struggles from memory, like... Anyway. I hadn't appreciated that up until after this point. So I went, oh, here we go. Let's use Chimera. I don't see a B-Wing in there, so TIE Bomber just means this will be piece of cake, super easy. You know, and even if there is a B-Wing, you know, I'm pretty sure I saw a Han in the reinforcement. But no, he had B-Wing Outrider. So that meant they got a bunch of extra turns. And I got my bombs off, but everyone's low at this point. TIE Defender comes in, and I get a stun on Raven's Claw, because Raven's Claw is really annoying. Especially the foresight it gives, and like attacks out of turn. But here I lose my bomber, which means they can start attacking out of turn again, and got that kill there, which is nice. But then in comes B-Wing, our beloved. Good dodge there, that first dodge. And I just need to take one more turn and I can get some... what's it called? Get an insta-kill going, which would be really nice. But, yeah, the counterattacks here is brutal. I really need to get some dodges. Didn't get a dodge. And I'm going, okay, yep, maybe I can take an extra turn, but then they get a heal. I really need to take a turn and get the insta-kill. Was kind of wanting to kill Outrider so that I can kill the B-Wing, because I thought Outrider has more max health, but no. And he brings in another reinforcement too. So I ended up going with B-Wing just in case I wasn't able to clean up. Hope that would kill, and I didn't even get a crit. So I'm fuming at this point. Got a dodge, but they get another ult. And with this ult, that spells my demise if I don't get any dodges, and I didn't get a single dodge. So, yeah. This one, I'm just going to use my home one. Home one's really good. I didn't think I needed any reinforcements. I think I kept one just in case, though, because at this point, like, I don't need to, like, I'm not going to win if they end up attacking, like, continuing to attack, because I've dropped so many times, so I don't really need to worry about that as much. Then again, like, you know, they might be able to hold their own against Leia. Like, they might not be able to get through Leia, seeing as they dropped against Saw, but, who really knows? So at this point, I'm just getting through it. The counterattacks is kind of annoying here from the Star Fortress, but get some damage going. Call B-Wing to assist a bit, just to get down my reduce my cooldowns a bit. Blow them up. Hopefully blow up Ray's Falcon, which I do. And from here, it's piece of cake. Except they get... Oh, I thought they got a reinforcement. Oh yeah, and I also didn't get a second assist with the B-Wing, using its first special, which was another thing that just set me off. Maybe eventually I'll make a rage compilation of all my GACs. I'll start putting those together, because normally I just don't have it in, but I get quite angry. Anyway, here I just use an exec lineup, hoping that I can do something here. Hoping they don't go after punishing one, because punishing one, I'd like to be able to like get some kills. No, not a good start. But really, I've only got to get through Phantom, and yeah, now I've only got to get through Phantom. Already have that going, and I can get some assists going, and they bring another ship. Hans Falcon, great. I'm gonna lose. Like, I was really worried here that Hans Falcon was gonna absolutely blow me out of the water, because it's a really, really strong ship. But it's a 4v1. I've got punishing one up. Only need to take one more turn now, and I can get the death mark. Of course, it got 2 dodges, but I gave myself a bit of turn meter there, and I get off the death mark. And with that, I thought that, of course, more banner stolen, and with that, I can clear ships. So, yeah, I really feel like I haven't said much this GAC, all things considered, this round. I've just kind of rambled. This one came really late, and I'm sorry it's taken me so long to upload it. GAC has finished like 4 days ago now or something, but I've been really out of it, both mentally and just like I've been busy, so I haven't got around to sitting down and recording. But I don't know, I was pretty confident that I might be able to hold here, but at the same time, he's got a lot of crons. He's got Leia, he's got Darkside Ray with Slicker, he's got Seer Malicos. So yeah, not looking great. And he did end up coming back and full clearing, so just wasn't my match, but is what it is. Not a good start to the last round. I've got to win both of the next matches to stay in Kyber for 3v3, and I'm kind of on the fence of whether I want to do that or not. It'd be nice for crystals, but yeah, it's just been a really uphill battle. So yeah, maybe by next 5v5 I'll be set. But we'll see how this 5v5 goes and if I'll stay in 3v3. So hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.